class, I'm here joined by my dog Millie to go over the differences and similarities between dogs and humans in senses. Dogs have the same 5 senses as people, but to very different degrees. While some senses are less developed than in people, others can be way more sensitive. So let's start off with sight. As you can see, Millie and I both have eyes. She's falling asleep. As you can see, both Millie and I have eyes so that we can see. Our eyes look very similar, and they are very similar, but they do have some differences. Dogs can see movement and light much better than people. This is because in the retina area of the eye, they have a specific type of cell called a rod, which is good at collecting dim lights, which people do not have. Dogs also have a reflective layer in their eye called the tapetum lucidum, which magnifies light, giving them the bluish-green tint. So if you're ever driving by a dog at night and your lights are shining into their eyes, you can actually see that blue or green tint. Or if you're walking at night throughout your house and you have a dog, you can also see that blue or green tint. Humans do not have that. While it seems that dogs may have very good eyesight, in comparison with people, they cannot distinguish fine details. On top of that, they also cannot distinguish colors as well because they have fewer cone cells in their retina. Now, cone cells are responsible for color vision. Now, contrary to popular belief, dogs do have some cone cells. They just do not have as many cone cells as humans, so therefore they are not completely colorblind. Another interesting aspect of the dog's eyes is that they have a unique feature known as the third eyelid. Now this third eyelid is actually located on the inner eye closer to her nose, and it's actually underneath her first eyelid. Now, the point of this eyelid is to protect her eye from getting scratched or from having debris go in it. And humans do not have a third eyelid like dogs do. Let's move on to hearing. So, the ear canal of a dog is much deeper than that of humans, creating a better funnel to carry sound to the eardrum. So, if you pull up, I don't know if you've ever looked in a dog's ear, but if you pull up their ear, you can actually see a lot deeper than you can in humans, and that is because their tunnel is a lot deeper. The average dog can hear 4 times better than the average person. And dogs are also better at distinguishing the direction of their sounds, which is useful for hunting. While they do have many good qualities to having this deeper canal, there are some bad qualities, which is they're more likely to get ear infections than a human. Now let's move on to the sense of smell. Dogs have an external good sense of smell, which is about 1,000,000 times more sensitive than that of humans. They can detect odors at much lower levels than we can. So what it is they have, if you've ever noticed the dog's nose is a little bit wet all the time, so this wetness actually detects odor molecules, and the odor molecules are sent from the nose through signals from the olfactory membrane in the nose, and it's sent to the brain, which is 40 times bigger in dogs than it is in people, which is why dogs are used to sniff out airports for drugs. They're used to find missing children. They're used to find missing victims, and they're also used to find criminals, as opposed to using just a human who doesn't have that great or as great of sense of smell as the dogs do. Now, moving on to taste. As in people, taste and smell in dogs are closely linked. Dogs gain much more information from smell over taste. Dogs only have about 1/6 number of taste buds as humans do. So as you can tell, their taste is not as great as ours. And their taste is actually quite poor compared to ours. So these are the main similarities and differences between humans and dogs. And as you can see, they're very similar, with some being more sensitive than others. Thank you and have a good day. Bye.